Hi, in this video, let's solve problem in power series method. That is, we are going to find the inverse by using power series method. So what is the procedure? Step 1. Given u bar of z, I have to modify as an infinite series. Say e power x, log of 1 plus x. These are all infinite series, right? E power x is nothing but 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus and so on. Even 1 plus x power n is nothing but 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus and so on. Right? These are all infinite series. So we have to write the given u bar of z into a suitable infinite series. And then we are going to write it in terms of summation. See here, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un z power minus n. We have to write it in the simplified format, and then this un is nothing but your solution, because if you apply inverse z transform, we will be getting un, right? So this is a method to find the inverse z transform. Now see this question, find the inverse z transform of log of z by z plus 1. Okay, so what is given? That is u bar of z is log of z by z plus 1. Now I have to express it in terms of an infinite series, right? Log of z by, in the denominator if I am taking z common, 1 plus 1 by z. This z and this z will get cancelled. So I will get minus log of 1 plus 1 by z, because 1 by, right? So since it's 1 by, I am writing minus log of 1 plus 1 by z. Now we have to relate it to a infinite series. What is that? Log of 1 plus x we know. What is log of 1 plus x? X minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x power 4 by 4 and so on. Alternate signs are plus minus, okay? But here please be careful, there is one negative sign outside. So outside negative sign is there. In the place of x I have replaced 1 by z, minus 1 by 2 into 1 by z the whole square, plus 1 by 3 into 1 by z the whole cube, etc. So it looks like as I told you, modify in terms of infinite series. We have modified. Now I have to reduce it in the form of summation. This looks very easy, but when you are trying to simplify, of course I have taken the negative sign inside. So first term became negative, second term became positive, third became negative and so on. When I am writing this in terms of summation, n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 power n by n into 1 by z power n. Why we have written minus 1 power n? Because the signs are changing. So when n is equal to 1 minus 1 power 0 into 1 by z. Correct? We cannot write it from summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. If I write so, the general term, if you see here, the first term itself is z. Okay, so it should start with z power 1. So we have written summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. And see that first term denominator 1, second term denominator 2, third term denominator 3. So we have written n as general. So 1, 2, 3, it will be keep on going. And sign, as I told you, first term it's negative, so minus 1 power n, so we got negative. Second term minus 1 power 2, we got positive, and so on. Then 1 by z power n, because if it's 2, if n is 2, then z power 2. If n is 3, then z power 3, so I have written z power n. So same thing we have written in terms of a series. So z1 by z power n, if I bring it to the numerator, z power minus n it will be. Now we are comparing summation un z power minus n. In the place of un I have minus 1 power n by n if n greater than or equal to 1 and 0 if n is equal to 0. So since we have written summation 1 to infinity, I have to write from 0 to infinity, that is a general formula, right? So we are defining that from n greater than or equal to 1, it's minus 1 power n by n, and 0 if n is equal to 0. See, similar to the previous one, this time the problem is z into log of z by z plus 1. So log of z by z plus 1, just now we know, we have simplified till here. It's from the previous problem, we are taking as it is. So extra outside one z is there, that's it. So when you bring z inside, so first term z and z will get cancelled, first we will get a common term. In this case, you can write summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. Okay, and first term itself is negative when n is equal to 0. So what I will get, minus 1 power 1. So minus 1 by 0 plus 1, minus 1 by 1. Z power 0 is 1. So I am getting minus 1. So you should be knowing to write it in this general term. Okay, so whenever you are getting a doubt, substitute the first value, put n is equal to 0, minus 1 power 1 by 0 plus 1 into z power 0. So this is 1, this is 1, numerator minus 1, we got this. And second term, so minus 1 power n plus 1, so positive. Denominator n plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, and z power 1. Then here n plus 1, z power 2. Then n plus 1, z power 3. This is a general term. So here in the place of un, what I have, minus 1 power n plus 1 by n plus 1. There is no special case here. So we have to write it in terms of an infinite series, then shrink it in terms of summation un z power minus n, and that un is going to be your solution. Let's see one more problem, and u bar of z is z by z plus 1 the whole square. Now we have to express this in terms of a series. So as usual, in the denominator I will take z square common, 1 plus 1 by z the whole square. This and this will get cancelled, 1 by z into 1 plus 1 by z whole power minus 2 if it comes from the denominator to the numerator. So this is of the form 1 plus x power n. In the place of x I have 1 by z, in the place of n I have minus 2, that's it. So 1 plus x power n formula is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus and so on. So 1 plus x power minus 2, this is a special case where n is minus 2. So we have replaced as 1 minus 2x plus 3x square minus 4x cube and so on. And u bar of z is nothing but 1 by z is there already outside into whatever we have calculated, we are introducing here. In the place of x I have 1 by z. Okay, so same thing we have written from this step to this step, but x again I have substituted 1 by z, that's it. So u bar of z is equal to, we have just taken the term inside, first term will become 1 by z, second term will become 1 by z square. Now it's easy for you. Here n z power, denominator z power n z power n, same thing, so you can fix this. Okay, denominator z power n means numerator z power minus n, it already came in formula format, n z power minus n. Now only we have to fix the sign issue. So if I put n as 0 in this term, okay, so what I will get, 0 into z power 0, so that is 1, and here in this term it will become minus 1 power minus 1, but here n is there. So because of n, the first term entirely becomes 0, so there is no constant term. Of course there is no constant term. So let's substitute for n is equal to 1, minus 1 power 1 minus 1 0, anything power 0 1, positive, 1 z power minus 1, 1 by z, done. So we should be knowing when to write minus 1 power n plus 1 and n minus 1, that's it. So as per this, first term is 0 because of n, and because of minus 1 power n minus 1, this term became 0. So if you expand this and if you are getting the same term, then your answer is correct. So in the place of un, what we have, minus 1 power n minus 1 into n, that's it. Thank you.